I said, Georgia, Georgia.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're looking at the most uncanny casting and acting transformations for real-life music icons in film.
Jim Morrison, the god of rock.
Number 10. Paul Dano as Brian Wilson, Love and Mercy. This Brian Wilson biopic movingly portrays a struggle with mental illness at two different points in his life.
Oh, it's a lot harder than I thought it would be.
While John Cusack was wonderful as the creative leader of the Beach Boys in his later life, he didn't quite look the part. Paul Dano, however, was dead on in Wilson's younger years.
Surf's up.
He put on more than 30 pounds to fill out his already similar-looking face. His disposition and voice were also perfectly in tune.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
Wilson himself sang the praises of Dano when he sang for him before Love and Mercy started filming. The dedicated performance was altogether acclaimed, landing Dano a Golden Globe nomination. Of course, it appears he was meant to grow up to be a Wilson. Number 9. Angela Bassett as Tina Turner. What's Love Got to Do with It?
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
It can't be easy to embody the swagger and strife of the queen of rock and roll. What's Love Got to Do with It more than showed some respect just by casting Angela Bassett.
You must understand, oh, the touch of your hand makes my pulse react.
On top of a remarkably similar bone structure, the production team nailed Tina Turner's iconic style. Bassett took that further by perfectly replicating the onstage showmanship.
He's got me smiling when I should be ashamed. Got me laughing when my heart is in pain.
And also capturing human complexity off stage, the actress secured an Oscar nomination and Golden Globe win. Never mind a close personal friendship with Turner herself. Turner would be Bassett's breakout lead role, if not her most iconic performance. Bassett, in turn, was one of Turner's most ideal matches. Number 8. Kurt Russell as Elvis Presley. Elvis. The king of rock and roll has inspired a whole industry of impersonators. 2 years after his death, he was stunningly embodied by Kurt Russell in a TV biopic.
You believe that?
Uh-huh.
Well, I believe it if you believe it. I will, I mean it.
The rising actor didn't need much makeup to bear a striking resemblance to the face of a generation. He was also so natural with the iconic mannerisms that he reprised the role as a voice cameo in Forrest Gump.
You ain't nothing but a
I like that guitar.
hound dog.
The Emmy-nominated performance helped establish Russell as one of the coolest leading men in Hollywood.
I'm never mean of content.
Unfortunately, his incredible performance fell into obscurity until comparisons with Austin Butler and Baz Luhrmann's Elvis brought renewed attention to it.
There's been a lot of talk about the new Elvis.
Jacob Elordi further revived interest with Priscilla. Now, many say Russell remains the standard of Elvis impersonators.
But if I make it in Las Vegas, if I can just get up on that stage and feel those people one more time.
Number 7. Joaquin Phoenix as Johnny Cash. Walk the Line. Country titan Johnny Cash was such a fan of 2001's Gladiator that he had dinner with star Joaquin Phoenix. Cash was surely glad to hear about the casting for his biopic Walk the Line.
Hello, George. Hello, Lopez. I find it very, very easy to be true.
Phoenix already had a near-identical brow and expression. The makeup and costume departments rounded out the signature style of the Man in Black. But Phoenix fully committed to the meticulous replication of his disposition and voice, even when singing.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy.
He became Cash, as well as humanized him. Sadly, the subject did not live to see the Golden Globe-winning performance he was so excited about. The ideally cast Phoenix, nevertheless, has a place in Cash's legacy for his authentic portrayal.
I went right home and I went to bed. I stuck that loving 44 beneath my head.
Number 6. Jennifer Lopez as Selena Quintanilla Perez. Selena. More than 20,000 actresses auditioned for the biopic of Tejano music icon Selena Quintanilla Perez. There was controversy when Jennifer Lopez won the high-profile casting call. More for her Puerto Rican heritage than her established celebrity. She turned out to be the perfect choice. Lopez brought Selena's radiance and showmanship to the screen, while costume and makeup brought her look.
The bass sound.
It sounds good.
Lopez won widespread praise, propelling her stardom as an actress and musician. Audiences finally recognized how Selena did justice to the recently deceased icon. Lightning struck twice when the perfectly cast Christian Serratos helmed Netflix's Selena the series. Still, J-Lo owes more to her lookalike breakout role than most pop stars. Number 5. OShea Jackson Jr. as Ice Cube, Straight Outta Compton.
From the gang called niggas with attitudes. When I'm called off, I got a sawed off. Squeeze the trigger and bodies are hauled off.
A breakout cast shows Straight Outta Compton's dedication to the rap group NWA. Jason Mitchell's appearance and performance as Eazy-E is particularly impressive. Of course, the most spot-on casting was the easiest. OShea Jackson Jr. is the spitting image of his namesake father, better known as Ice Cube.
How did you feel when I first asked you?
Nervous. I never did nothing like it before, so at first it was nerves.
The Junior Jackson may not have quite the same signature intensity in the face, but he most definitely harnessed it in his commanding performance.
But when you got that for me, we can continue on this topic. Until then, I'm here to talk about the beating of an unarmed motorist, Rodney King.
His personal star quality overpowers the novelty in his debut role and even scored a number of award nominations. Jackson has since become a prominent acting and hip-hop talent in his own right, and Ice Cube is boastfully proud of his doppelganger. Number 4. Gary Oldman as Sid Vicious, Sid and Nancy. The Sex Pistols bassist lived a monumental life in just 21 years. As hard as it would be to find an actor young and powerful enough to pull off this figure, Sid and Nancy lucked up with Gary Oldman. The unknown actor already had a similar bone structure to Vicious. His wild expressions, accent, and hairstyle completed the uncanny transformation. Oldman disappeared in the role, his intense portrayal crucial to Vicious's tragic love story and downfall.
How should we do it?
Sid and Nancy became a critical and cult hit, launching Oldman into one of the most distinguished acting careers in the industry. It's not exactly ironic that it all started with him nailing one of the rowdiest rockers.
She sure fun looking, man. Why is she something else?
Number 3. Demetrius Shipp Jr. as Tupac Shakur, All Eyes on Me. The biopic of rapper-actor Tupac Shakur unfortunately didn't garner much attention, but all eyes fell on the debutante actor who won this coveted role.
Only in Cali where we riot, not rally to live and die. In LA we wear chucks, not valleys. Yeah, that's right. Just in locs and khaki suits and ride is what we do. Flossing with half culture, we collide with other troops, famous because we throw drams.
Aside from having a rounder face, Demetrius Shipp Jr. bears a jaw-dropping resemblance to Shakur. The casting was so uncanny that it received quite a bit of publicity. Shipp also rose to the occasion by skillfully balancing the hip-hop star's hard public persona and more tender side.
I'm worried about it.
Ain't nothing to be worried about.
Like all black leaders, you have a bullseye on your back, and today it just got bigger.
But I ain't no black leader.
Whatever can be said about the rest of All Eyes on Me, the lead actor earned the gig and the steady career that came after.
So can't nobody tell you nothing, huh? Huh?
Not about this.
Number 2. Val Kilmer as Jim Morrison, The Doors. Seminal rock band The Doors was distinguished as much by its frontman's steely good looks as his ethereal vocals.
Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Oliver Stone rightly had one actor in mind for his Jim Morrison biopic.
Jim Morrison, the god of rock.
Val Kilmer's face was almost freakishly identical to Morrison's, but such a perfect natural resemblance still wasn't enough for the dedicated actor. He went full method, honing Morrison's look, mannerisms, and singing style a year ahead of production.
Trying to run, trying to hide, break all through to the other side.
Kilmer was so immersed in the notoriously unstable tragic figure that he required therapy after the gig was over. The performance is now recognized as one of his finest.
The blue bus is calling us.
Kilmer and Morrison may look so good together, but the former knew it's not enough to look the parts. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Willem Lee as Brian May, Bohemian Rhapsody. A signature hairstyle and immersed performance equals ideal casting for Queen's guitarist. James Stewart as Glenn Miller, The Glenn Miller Story. Iconic actor was a ringer for iconic band leader.
Thank you. Here's a brand new number by Jerry Gray. Hope you like it as much as we do.
Tom Hiddleston as Hank Williams, I Saw the Light. A British megastar was the right fit for an idol of Americana.
So move it on over. Move it on over. Move it on over. Move over, little dog, cause the big dog's moving in.
Taron Egerton as Elton John, Rocket Man. Extravagant costuming only enhanced the uncanny casting for a pop titan.
Saturday night's alright for fighting, girl, a little action in.
Kingsley Ben-Adir as Bob Marley. Bob Marley, One Love. A fascinating performance that captured the reggae singer both on and off the stage.
You know you're a superstar.
I am a superstar.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Jamie Foxx as Ray Charles. Ray.
It's a gospel song.
I know what it is. I wrote it. I mean, you told me to find my own voice. Well, B, this is it.
The incredible Ray Charles deserved for his biopic to be made with the utmost respect.
This whole sweet song keeps joining on my mind.
The casting of comedian Jamie Foxx must have been jarring, despite his dead-on facial structure and expressions. But Foxx threw himself into the role with Charles's blessing. He perfectly executed the blind virtuoso's unique disposition and musical style.
Listen to him, man.
I said,
More importantly, he embodied the man's infectious spirit and resolve against hardship. Just 4 months after Charles's passing, Ray opened to rave reviews. Foxx was hailed as a dramatic revelation. He swept the award circuit, then embarked on a versatile new phase in his career.
What you say? Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack.
His performance is still recognized as one of the most transformative in music biopics. The impeccable casting was pure magic.
You know what? I love it. We're going to put it out just like that.
What are your favorite casting choices for musicians? Sing your praises in the comments.
What's wrong? I don't know.
You know.
It's the intro. Let's just cut the, yeah. Cut the intro, and I'll just come in on lyrics from the count, you know? So let's take it from the top.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.